from the Foundation for a Better Life at values.com.
Hey, it's Christy with Ocala Mac and PC Repair and Ocala Guest Wi-Fi to let you know we have you covered. We are the only local certified Apple and Microsoft computer company in Ocala. We are family owned and operated. From mobile repair to wireless networks, viruses, new systems, or security cameras, we do it all. Check us out online, ocalamacpc.com, or give us a call, 352-566-8324.
Tell them Nick, Madison, or Mason sent you and get free diagnostic.
Get your internet telephone service from the company that brought affordable internet service to Ocala in the first place. All is Safe is a sister company of Ocala Guest Wi-Fi, a company you've known and trusted for all your internet needs. Whether you need a phone or hundreds, we've got the products and services to meet your needs both now and in the future. Our plans include everything from local and long-distance calling to equipment maintenance and even software upgrades. You can count on All is Safe to give you cost certainty knowing that your bill will be the same next week, next month, or even next year. Call 352-450-8647 today to learn how to cut your monthly telephone bill up to 60%.
This is a public notice. Local residents can now save thousands of dollars on their next car, truck, or SUV. It's not a tent sale, because no tent is big enough to hold this many cars. It's OcalaForSale.com. Say goodbye to sticker shock. OcalaForSale.com has thousands of vehicles with no stickers at all. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge, undercutting, loss proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
Hi, I'm Yvette, and I'm here to tell you a few things about ABC Frederick's Appliance. They sell not only new, but used guaranteed appliances. When you call ABC Frederick's Appliance, they will provide service on what they sell and any appliances that you own. ABC Frederick's Appliance is located in Bellevue, right over the railroad tracks. Call 352-629-5181. That's 352-629-5181. That's 352-629-5181. ABC Frederick's Appliance.
News Talk 1370, WOCA invites you to discover your full business potential. News Talk Radio is the perfect environment for your advertising. WOCA's News Talk format pinpoints information-hungry, better educated, high-income adults. So use us to talk to them. Call 732-8000. 732-8000. We're Ocala News Talk Radio. News Talk 1370, WOCA.
Hey, I'm Gary.
And I'm Eric. Did you know that Red Eye Radio is on WOCA The Source every night from 2 to 6 a.m. and it's live?
That's right. No tape shows here.
We know that the news doesn't sleep.
And neither do we. So we're here with you live from 2 till 6 a.m. every weekday. Call us 866-90-RED-EYE. So join me, Gary McNamara.
And me, Eric Harley, every weeknight to discuss the latest in news and entertainment.
Right here on WOCA The Source.
All right, thank you. 25 minutes before 8 o'clock Wednesday morning. It looks all right out there. Huh?
I think so.
Not too bad, not too bad.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Just if I may mention it again, Girls' Night Out is tomorrow here at the Paddock Mall, 5:30 to 7:30.
Yep.
It is free. We are helping to promote it here at WOCA. Mm-hmm. And Joe Martone from WOCA, I know you all know Joe, especially during the middle of the day with Fun with Joe.
Oh, yeah.
But he's on so many different shows here. And of course, he owns the station. And
yes.
He's one of the owners. And so he'll be the MC. Blue Jays Band will be playing, and it's a lot of free stuff and food. And tell your lady friends, and also if you want to help share the commercial that was made, Robin and Joe in the commercial, go to the WOCA Facebook page, and you can share it there.
Yep.
All right. What I wanted to do with this, do we have any ribbon cuttings I need to talk about?
Yes, we do.
Oh, I do.
Today.
Okay. Well, let me do that. Oh, it's today. So let me find that. It's AAA, right?
Yes.
AAA. It's insurance. Oh, AAA Insurance. Okay. They're having a ribbon cutting today, this morning at 10:30 a.m. They will serve coffee from 11 till noon, and you can go celebrate their new business. The Chamber and Economic Partnership has teamed up with WOCA so that we can tell you about these things. And maybe you never knew that you're invited to every one of these ribbon cuttings. It's something I never knew. The ribbon cutting at the insurance company, they are just north of the Paddock Mall. Somewhere here on 200, 3033 Southwest College Road. Not so sure where that is.
Okay, it's probably around the Burger King, between Burger King and the Paddock Mall then. North.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Somewhere over there?
Yeah, so it's probably right there.
Or maybe on the other side of the street then, because there's nothing there, right?
Yeah, that's 27th Avenue,
Okay.
and then the Paddock
Well,
Mall is 3100, so
use-
it's between Burger King and Penny's.
Use your little device that tells
Yep.
you where everything is.
Yep.
What do you call them? GPSs?
Yes, between Burger King and Penny's.
I don't have one. I've never had one, and everybody now says they're out of date. You don't need one. It's on your phone, but it's not on my phone.
Yeah, it's not on my phone.
We need to get new phones.
Yeah, there you go.
Catch up with
Yeah,
the
upgrade.
21st century.
My son has one on his phone. It's
All right,
great.
so what I want to do with this segment this morning, I don't know, I'm just all over the map this morning, I guess. But I just have some stories in the news that I'm going to ask you. Have you heard this? Have you heard this story?
Yeah.
The first one is kind of a light one. Boeing, the Boeing company, and SpaceX have been awarded contracts to become NASA's space taxis.
It's about time. Get us away from the Russians.
Space taxis. The space taxis will shuttle astronauts to and from the International Space Station. Wow. Since the shuttle program was retired, NASA crew members have been hitching rides on the Russian Soyuz spacecraft at a cost of $70 million per seat.
That's right. That's right. America couldn't keep the space shuttle program going until they got something else.
The contracts are worth $6.8 billion. Boeing's share is $4.2 billion, and SpaceX will receive $2.6 billion. Wow.
Well, that's good. Keeps people in jobs.
Well, that's the kind of news I like to read to you. Well, I don't like this next one, although I hinted at my feelings about it before with the break. Law enforcement agencies along the U.S. border have received an intelligence report warning that members of the Islamic State, also known as ISIS or ISIL, ISIL, may be crossing into the country from Mexico into Texas. That, according to a sheriff. His name is Sheriff Gary Painter. He's the sheriff of Midland County, Texas. Shh. Don't tell these creeps that they have guns in Texas.
Yeah.
Don't tell them. Let them try to pull something off.
Right.
An intelligence release was sent to the border sheriffs and law enforcement officers along the border to be careful that there were ISIS individuals in Juarez. Juarez used to be known as Ciudad Juarez. What's the difference? They just took away the word city?
Right.
The city is in the state of Chihuahua. I want to go to the state of Chihuahua.
I'm sorry.
I know it's a serious story, but wouldn't you like to live in the state of Chihuahua?
Yeah. Have a little Taco Bell.
Right across from El Paso. Have you ever looked across the river from El Paso? Have you ever happened to be there?
No, I've never been out there.
I was in El Paso, and I have never been in Mexico. But when you look across the river that separates the two countries, it's like night and day. I mean, it's like you're looking at shacks across the river, and on the El Paso side, you got, an interstate, and you got, high-rise buildings, and not a bad, El Paso's not a bad-looking city. But you look across the river, if that's what Chihuahua looks like,
yes.
ay caramba, Chihuahua. The sheriff there said the report indicated that the Islamic State cells were operating and that they anticipated that they would be trying to cross.
Of course. I mean, we're letting everybody over.
Hey, they're recruiting Americans, so they don't even need to get people to cross into America. They've already got people deciding that they want to help them.
Yeah.
They want to be in videos cutting off heads.
Yeah.
All I have to say is that America has the right to bear arms. Thank you very much, Founding Fathers.
That's right. That's right.
It is very, very cool that you did that. I know we've got some nuts that have taken advantage of that and made it horrible and got a lot of us clamoring to say do away with the guns. But bottom line is, this is why the Founding Fathers knew. And for this, and as well as, can you imagine if one of these guys runs for the presidency?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, can you imagine that and wins?
Yeah.
I mean, they got enough money. They say the person with the most money wins.
Exactly.
Every election. So, but can you imagine that? Sheriff Gary Painter has been the sheriff there in Midland County, Texas, since January of 1985. So obviously he knows the area. He said the report did not come from the Obama administration or from any other federal agency.
Of course not.
He says it was from a group that he regularly gets information from.
That's right.
And he says, I know it to be A truthful organization. So there you go. That's pretty powerful stuff.
Yeah, he's got his own feelers out there. He doesn't need the federal government.
He would not be more specific because he's a smart man. He didn't give details about who told him what he is telling us.
No.
Because he's a smart man.
That's right.
He said it's not private necessarily, but it's not federal, and I don't want to reveal who it is.
No, federal government, back off.
Midland County is in west central Texas. It's about 250 miles north of the Mexican border, about halfway between El Paso and Fort Worth. My fear is that these guys are going to just hang low in the state with guns and go to a state that pretty much has no guns, or city rather, like Chicago.
Yeah, and then blow everybody up.
Midland is the county seat, and Interstate 20 runs through the area. Anyway, just thought I would share that with you. Have you heard that story? Have you heard that one?
No, I have not. I'm glad that you brought it up.
All right, and there was another one I wanted to share with you. Wait till you hear this story. This is absolutely obscene. I would rather be telling you about space taxis. Uh-huh. And I do like telling you about space taxis, but you need to hear these things too. Listen to this one. This is from the New York Times. An upstate New York man, this is more evidence to what I'm trying to say. They're not all crossing the border. Some of them are here already because they've been converted or whatever. Mm-hmm. An upstate New York man has been charged with attempting to finance the Islamic State. And listen to this. Plotting to kill returning U.S.-Iraq war veterans. My source for this? The New York Times.
Good. I'm glad they're printing all of this
stuff.
This
is not the National Enquirer. This is not some wacky website. This is the New York Times. 30-year-old Mufid Elfgi was arrested in May in a sting operation. The federal indictment was unsealed what is today, the 17th? Just yesterday.
Yes.
It was unsealed yesterday. Mr. Elfgi, provided $600 to help fund two men who told him they wanted to travel to Syria to join the fighting. He also gave $1,050 for the purchase of two handguns and silencers for use against returning veterans.
That is awful.
Don't we? If he's an American citizen, don't we have traitor laws still in effect?
I would think so.
I mean, can't we take somebody like this and charge him with treason? Mm-hmm. Isn't that an act of treason?
Yeah, and this is good about you bringing this up because the American people are not waiting for the federal government to save the United States. We're doing it ourselves.
Our veterans are helping the people in Iraq, not hurting them.
Yeah.
They're hurting the ones who want to hurt others.
Yeah.
All right, we've got to take a little break for weather and the news. I see the phone ring. I will take some calls after the break, okay? This is The Source, WOCA. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. For today, mostly cloudy with a couple of showers and heavier thunderstorms in the area, high 84 to 88. Mostly cloudy tonight with a shower and thunderstorm around, mainly early, low 69 to 73. A blend of sun and clouds tomorrow with an afternoon thunderstorm in spots, high 86 to 90. And for Friday, a bit cooler with clouds, some sun, and a shower or thunderstorm in the afternoon, high 81 to 85. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
I'm Major George Patterson from the Salvation Army. Please stop by our family store at 120 Northwest 10th Street in Ocala, where on Wednesday you have a 50% off clothing and bric-a-brac. On Friday, 25% off furniture and large appliances. And on Saturday, stop by to our yard sale from 8:45 to 11. Donations can be made by calling 352-732-4469 and we'll pick it up. Funds from the store go toward the services that we provide in Marion County.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, and a new spoiler, and a new trunk.
We can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too, huh?
Well, as a matter of fact, join me every Monday at 10 for auto repair with personal care here on The Source.
Of course you do.
How Habitat for Humanity of Marion County is a ministry dedicated to improving lives by providing affordable and decent housing. Help them help others by visiting the Habitat for Humanity Ocala Restore at 926 Northwest 27th Avenue. To schedule a donation, give us a call at 401-0075 and we'll come pick it up. For more information, visit ocalarestore.org. Habitat for Humanity of Marion County. Building homes, building hope, building community.
Now is the time to take advantage of Florida Credit Union's CD specials. Our 36-month CD comes in at 1.26% APY. A 24-month is working for you at 1.0% APY. And our 12-month at 0.75% APY. All CD rate specials require $10,000 minimum. With friendly service and rates like these, it's not hard to see why Florida Credit Union has your CD options covered. Florida Credit Union, connecting your money to your life. Call 352-237-8222 for more information. Must act by 1/15/14.
Good credits, bad credits. It's none of our business because we're not an auto dealer. We're not a bank. We're not your mother. We're OcalaForSale.com. Marion County's marketplace for cars, trucks, and SUVs. We've got thousands of sellers standing by to take your call. No middleman. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge. Undercutting, rust-proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
Oh, man, that guy talks too fast. 12 minutes before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Wednesday morning. Yeah, these are some disturbing stories in the news. I had two disturbing dreams, and I know dreams are not even newsworthy, but I had two disturbing dreams. I'll just put it like that. And they were like world events that I was dreaming about, like bombings, and I saw some missiles lying in the street, and I saw the moon moving very quickly through the sky, which would be weird, of course. And it was just, and I remember having some weird, and I'm not psychic. If I was, I wish I could just tell you, pinpoint something, but I remember having some weird dreams before 9/11 and couldn't make sense of it. And not just me, other people did too. I remember Doc from Doc and Johnny. I don't think he's there anymore in the Orlando station, but he mentioned something too. I remember asking him, do you think you had a premonition? I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. He brushed it off. But I don't know. I mean, you just have to wonder about these things. There's a magazine, an Islamic State magazine called Dabiq, D-A-B-I-Q, warning that the United States and other Western crusaders are facing Armageddon. This magazine is, look, we call certain things like unfitting to be printed.
Yeah.
This publication is printed with disturbing photos of bloody corpses, bombed out buildings, knife-wielding jihadists. One section even devoted to the beheading of James Foley, the journalist. That, according to the Washington Post. So, I mean, these guys are real. Look, yesterday we had these stories about these American teenagers who had created these amazing inventions or come up with solutions to problems that we never knew, like how to cure cancer. In one girl's case, pancreatic cancer.
Exactly.
Okay, people contributing to the world. They're all over the place. And then you got a couple of nuts that they make no contribution to the planet at all, to humanity at all, and we're scrambling, because of them. Well, just gosh. If they're crossing into Texas, good. I'm glad.
Americans will take care of them.
I'm glad. Try to do something in Texas. Just don't get anybody and let them get you first. My brother Tom has been waiting on the phone patiently. Good morning, Tom. How you doing?
Yeah, hey, just a real quick thing on this idiot from Rochester, New York. Number one, he's a naturalized citizen. His citizenship can be revoked. Period.
Good.
End of discussion.
Good. Get him out of here.
But I am not against people coming to this country. Nobody comes to this country because it's better where they're at than we are here. Okay? Our grandfather, Pop, came to the United States, bought Alma, Mom, Uncle Henry with him because it was better here than it was in Germany. During World War II, when we were at war with Germany, he worked for the Norden Company, which built the bomb site, which was used to so accurately bomb Germany during the war. I mean, his mother country, where he was born, but he accepted this country as his country when he became a citizen here. This piece of garbage up there in New York, if he is so in love with his ISIS brothers, they need to revoke his citizenship and send him back to the dirt floor mud hut he came from. See how much he likes it there, because He can go back. Bye. Just goodbye.
Yes.
Nothing against immigrants. I have nothing against immigrants. We are first-generation Americans. Me, you, Bob, Bill. I mean, Mom, came from Germany. She got her citizenship when Pop and Grant, when Mama and Pop got theirs. So this has nothing to do with anti-immigration. This has to do with if you take on a country as your country because your country that you were born in is a POS mud hut, pig-loving, garbage dump, then enjoy the fruits of what you've got here and accept this the way our grandfather did. And if he doesn't like, if he's so much against us, well, then he can just go back.
And the irony
go live in the garbage dump he came out of.
And the irony that he doesn't seem to get, Tom, the irony that he doesn't seem to get.
This morning, I could hardly see straight.
Okay, all right, thank you, Tom. Appreciate that. I don't think you can hear me, but the irony about this guy though is that he is wanting to kill the veterans coming back from Iraq who went to Iraq to actually make his nation a better place.
Mm-hmm. So arrest him.
They did. They arrested him.
Good. I'm glad.
That's why he's in the news. But and by the way, speaking of that, he was arrested by the terrorism, whatever they call it. Whatever, but it was a law enforcement,
Homeland Security and anti
task force or whatever they call them. And once again, you hear about the news after something bad has happened, and of course it becomes big news. You hear about the successful efforts of law enforcement to stop somebody from doing something. And it makes a little ripple in the news. It should be a huge story. This is a huge story.
Should be
the fact
everywhere.
that they got this guy is a huge story. Mm-hmm. Do you remember there was a story out of Tampa, the Tampa area, where law enforcement discovered a plan to shoot up one of the big shopping areas down in Tampa?
Yeah, right.
Remember that?
I remember that.
And the guy was loaded with all kinds of weapons and bombs, and they got him, and they stopped him. And the next morning, we were talking about it, and all I remember seeing in the news was just a little mention.
Yeah.
This little mention. We have heroes out there that are veterans, that are law enforcement, that are firefighters, that respond after the fact. And guess what? They also respond before the fact.
Yeah.
I got sick and tired of hearing from people, I guess they realized I was sick and tired of hearing it, people who said law enforcement doesn't prevent crime, they only respond after the crime. Well, that's just a bunch of stupid stuff.
It is.
That's a bunch of stupid stuff.
Yeah.
How many times have you slowed down just because you saw a policeman?
Exactly.
Well, guess what? He prevented you from getting a ticket because you saw him.
Exactly.
Anyway, so I appreciate the call, Tom. And Tom is a veteran. Tom he served a career in the Air Force. And he was a military police officer, I believe, in the Azores. Mm-hmm. I believe that's what he did. So, I mean, he has seen the worst of the worst, too. And my goodness. And his son, Christopher, my nephew, served in Afghanistan.
Yep. A couple of tours,
Unbelievable.
More than once.
This guy. All right, what else did I have here? I wanted to make sure I brought up.
Well, I'm glad the U.S. citizens are bringing everything to the forefront.
So I told you about the Nasty magazine. And I don't, I understand that we are needed to fight Ebola, but why are we sending troops over there?
Yeah, that's the stupidest thing. It really is. We need our troops here, not over there. The medical personnel are taking care of it. Troops are going to be infected.
There's another story I'm asking you if you heard about it. ISIS claims, let's see, United States efforts to strike at Islamic State fighters while not benefiting al-Qaeda affiliated groups or the Syrian government of Bashar Assad have been complicated by the chaotic fighting among warring factions up and down the country. What might be interesting in this story is the fact that there are two bad guys, Al-Qaeda and ISIS, that don't like each other. Mm-hmm. This is great. This is like having two snakes that just kill each other.
Yeah.
That might be the best news ever. Good morning. You're on the air.
Hey, good morning. Boy, I couldn't agree with you more about that sending 3,000 troops over there. what are the troops going to do?
Yes, I don't understand that.
If they're going to be down there where it's at, they're going to be exposed to it, and they're going to have 3,000 people come back here, and maybe 30 days later find out they're spreading Ebola in this country. And what could they possibly do while they were there?
I know. I don't get it. I don't get the whole thing.
No.
Yeah, they could send 3,000 doctors or something over, but not troops that aren't medically
That's
trained.
right.
Yeah, I know. It makes no sense at all.
Put them 3,000 along our border.
Put them right there. Exactly.
Hey, I thought of something yesterday. That guy that was on the air, and he's talking about kissing a girl in the back of the neck, and then if you weren't tall,
yeah.
You know, I'm thinking, what's Larry going to do? Kiss on top of the head? Have a great day.
Thank you.
No, the administration is nuts. Why are they sending those troops for the Ebola? That's so stupid.
I don't understand.
So stupid.
I haven't even tried to understand that one. When I just saw the news, I thought, well, that's just par for the course. I'm not.
Yeah, exactly.
I sometimes try. I sometimes try to understand.
Mm-hmm.
I say, okay, benefit of the doubt. Maybe they're smarter than me. What do I not know?
Yeah.
What do I not know?
Right.
I understand it's a big bad. And you know what I don't understand also? Why, when there are warring factions elsewhere in the world, like Africa, for example, why are we always in the Middle East?
Yeah, exactly.
I have to wonder if it's not because of the oil. It has to be because of the oil.
Yeah, just tell them we don't want your oil. We'll just make do with
One more that I wanted to get in before we run out of time is this threat on Times Square in New York City.
Oh, I haven't heard that. Tell me, please.
An online forum for, again, ISIS, is advocating lone wolf bomb attacks in Times Square.
Oh, my God.
And they're also naming Las Vegas and Texas with homemade bombs.
Oh, my God.
One post includes a guide on how to build a pipe bomb with easily obtained materials like match heads, sugar, and Christmas lights.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
The title of the article is To the Lone Wolves in America, How to Make a Bomb in Your Kitchen to Create Scenes of Horror in Tourist Spots and Other Targets.
Oh, God.
That includes Florida, by the way. They don't name Florida, but we are a tourist spot.
Yeah, they're not going to.
By the way, Floridians have guns too, just so you know.
That's right, we do.
We do have guns.
We do.
It says the New York Post says there are no credible or specific threats, but that is the article that they published. Not the New York Post, but whatever that crazy magazine is.
Yeah, anybody that sees anything out of the ordinary, just get a policeman and tell him, and just arrest the guy first, and then apologize later.
And I guess if I'm going to put it all together for one story, it's like, why do we have all these threats happening in the world?
Yeah.
And why do we keep giving aid to the people who just don't even care what we stand for?
Exactly.
And then we send troops to fight Ebola.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
Dumbest thing.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. Running back Adrian Peterson taken out of play by the Minnesota Vikings while he faces a child abuse charge in Texas.
The Minnesota Vikings call an audible in the face of public outrage, placing Adrian Peterson on an exempt list.
Fox Radio, Steve Rappaport.
The Vikings benched Peterson for last Sunday's game after his indictment, but reinstated him the next day. An uproar quickly followed, with some sponsors suspending their deals with the team or cutting ties with Peterson. Minnesota Governor Mark Dayton weighed in yesterday, saying Peterson should remain suspended while the case against him plays out.
The president speaking with CENTCOM officials in Florida today about our campaign against Islamic State militants. House lawmakers are expected to give the president the green light to have our soldiers train and provide weapons to some Syrian rebels in that fight. Meanwhile, the terror group has released a video warning the U.S. that fighters awaited in Iraq if President Obama sends troops. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Fox News Early Prime, breaking down business news and its impact on your bottom line. Your World with Neil Cavuto. That's how I do business. That's why I am business.
Bold positions and brash opinions on the topics America is buzzing about. The Five.
How do you think this will set in with the American people?
This will be the pulse of the nation. Washington insight and political know-how from the best in the Beltway. Special report with Brett Bay.
The epicenter of the political world is here.
The number one place for fair and balanced coverage. Fox News Channel.
What's wrong with working hard to make our lives and our kids' lives better? Nothing. At Fox Business, we don't have a problem with success. We have a very big problem with those who get in the way of it. We don't come out of the box bashing those who make money, just the politicians stealing it and the bureaucracies wasting it. We're not just sitting behind a desk. We're out in the field, on the floor, with the folks. Because when a story moves forward, so do we.
Fox Business, the power to prosper. Check your local listings.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Get it for less at the DIY Home Center outlet. Get top quality real wood cabinets the same or less than the big box stores are selling the cheap stuff. And that's not all. Drywall screws big box stores are $6.47 a pound. At DIY, only $4.99. Plus, DIY has the largest selection of mobile home parts and accessories anywhere. From carpet to doors, get the DIY supplies you need for less. The DIY Home Center outlet. We are your building material closeout store. 2191 Northwest 10th Street, just 2 miles east of I-75.
Your home is safe, or is it? AA Lock, Dock, and Security. The name has been a staple in Ocala since 1985. Do you have the right equipment in place to have peace of mind when you are at home or away? AA Lock, Dock, and Security has the right people to install and monitor your home or business. Call today for a free on-site security analysis. Call 867-1965. AA Lock, Dock, and Security, 219 Northwest 10th Street, 867-1965.
This is the Salvation Army, and I'm Major George Patterson to let you know that the Salvation Army is available 24 hours a day to provide help to anyone. We also have a family store at 120 Northwest 10th Street in Ocala. On Tuesday to Saturday from 9 to 4, you can do your shopping, or if you want to donate, you can call 352-732-4469, and we'll even pick up 352-732-4469. All funds generated by our store go into the programs here in Marion County to help the needy.
Hi, Danny Warfel here. Get moving with Florida Credit Union's fast and easy loan approval process.
Let Florida Credit Union start up a new car loan for you today. No more waiting, hassles, or stop signs. You can even apply online. With a strong financial team behind you, you can enjoy great rates and fast approvals.
It's all about personalized service and a streamlined process.
Florida Credit Union, connecting your money to your life.
You've got a garden and we've got a show for you called You've Got a Garden with your host, Master Gardener Carol Ann Baldwin. Carol Ann answers your questions about your flowers, your veggies, your grass, your trees, even questions about your bugs. And she's only on WOCA, so don't miss Carol Ann Baldwin and You've Got a Garden each Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on WOCA The Source.
We are The Source, WOCA, news, talk, sports, and more.
All right, 5 minutes after 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Wednesday morning. You made it to the middle of the week.
Yeah.
Don't forget tomorrow here at the Paddock Mall, Girls Night Out.
Yep.
It's a free event. They got food. There's a fashion show. Joe Martone is the MC.
Mm-hmm.
The Blue Jays Band is the band. And lots of packages for free. Joe's got 200 gift bags he's going to be giving out.
Yeah.
200 of them. So I guess you got to be the first 200 that he sees. Ladies.
Yep.
Can't be a guy.
Ladies.
Can't be a guy. Ladies. We're going to talk about ladies in just a second. Galen Unell is on the phone from Life South Community Blood Center. Good morning, Galen.
Hey, good morning, Larry, Robin. How are you?
Pretty good. Let me just tell you this first. This segment is sponsored. And thank the folks who sponsored this segment because it's an important thing. We have fun with Galen, but the bottom line is reminding people, tell them that it's important to donate blood. It's a very, very important thing. Penn Flooring sponsors the segment. They provide quality customer service with a family touch. They've been doing it for 25 years. Stop in and visit their spacious showroom at 1201 Southwest 17th Street. There's a bridge right there, so you can't really miss it. It's a nice landmark. We use Penn Flooring here at WOCA, and so should you. And tell them you heard about it on WOCA. So, Galen, first of all, how's the blood supply?
Blood supply is okay. We currently need A negative and B positive, Larry. So we that's our need, and of course, platelets are always in demand.
Do you know everybody? Do you know all of your friends' blood type?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. My friends expect me to know it. I don't know all of them. But they tell me what their blood type is. It's crazy. It's. I'm sure, like, if you're, let's say you're an eye doctor, the first thing they probably say is, "Oh man, my eyes are horrible," or "Oh, I have perfect 20/20 vision," right? So with me, it's like, "Oh, I'm an O negative." Okay. All right. And so it's weird. It's my profession, and it's.
So if I'm ever with...
Probably like with you, I'll bet you if you go up and you go, "Oh, I'm a musician," they're like, "Oh, well, I could play the guitar," or, "I used to play the piano when I was younger," or "I used to be in a band."
Yeah.
Right? I would think it would be similar to that.
It's probably true, yeah. But, I was thinking that if we're in a giant airplane and it crashes and we all survive on some isolated island, and all of a sudden a tree falls on me and I need blood, you're going to say, "He needs B positive." Who's got B positive?
That's right.
They're all going to wonder how you know.
To be honest with you, I think you're in a lot of trouble if that happens. If you're relying on me. A lot of trouble. In the result of something like that, just give them coconut water. You're fine.
There you go. the new cure. That's a teenage discovery. Forget blood. You can live on coconut water.
It'll keep you alive for another hour.
Let me tell you. You said you'd be in trouble. I got in trouble yesterday a little bit, and this is a great way to lead into the naked women thing that I have. Rob and I went to...
By the way, it's never easy to just lead into naked women. Is it?
No, but this is interesting stuff. Listen, yesterday we went to lunch. Where did we go first? How come we were later than normal? I can't remember what we did.
I don't remember.
We had to do something. We're doing stuff.
Oh, we did the video for Girls' Night Out.
Oh, that's right.
You filmed Joe and I talking about Girls' Night Out, and we had to do the video.
That's right.
Before we could go to lunch.
So we go order, and this young man hands me my tea, my iced tea, my sweet tea.
Yeah.
Gotta say it the right way. And I said, "Thank you, sir." And I hear, "You're welcome." And I said, "Oh boy, this guy's got a high voice." Right? So I'm sitting down and I'm looking at him thinking, "Oh boy, Robin, I think I just made a bad mistake. I think that's a woman."
Yeah, you felt really
and then
well.
And then Robin's looking, and she says, I can't tell. I said, Galen, the person had really super short hair. I mean, really super short hair. Was dressed like a man.
Yeah.
But spoke like a woman. And the more I looked, I said, "Oh man, there's 2 bumps under her shirt." And
yeah.
I see it. Oh man. And Galen, it wasn't easy. Has this ever happened to you?
Oh, it happens to me every day.
Okay.
Almost. Where somebody thinks I'm a woman if I talk to them on the phone.
On the phone? You got that? Do you still get that? You used to get that when we first.
I get it almost at least twice a week where I'm on the phone, and we go, "Yes, man." Looks like I'm over it.
Wow.
You should get a 1-900 number. You can make money with that.
That's right.
I guess so.
That would be creepy. Your wife, what's that extra money coming from? I got a side job.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good job. What do you do? I talk to guys.
Exactly.
What are you talking about? Sports.
Yeah. Mattress Olympics.
There you go.
But Larry apologized.
Oh, so
because you felt so bad.
So I wasn't sure.
The best thing to do in that case is just to move on and act like you just misspoke. It happens. I mean, I've talked to an obvious man and called her ma'am, and a woman called her sir by mistake. You just move on.
Well, I apologize.
Don't pay attention to it. Sometimes the worst thing you can do is apologize because you you bring attention to it.
Well, let me tell you this. If you were sitting with us and I was saying to you, Galen, I think I should apologize. You would say, no, don't apologize. I would still apologize. So you wouldn't have been able to talk me out of it. But here's what she said when I apologized. I said, I just want to apologize. I'm so sorry I called you sir. And she goes, oh, I probably didn't hear it. And I said to Robin,
exactly.
Probably.
That's exactly
No. The word probably doesn't happen.
No.
You either heard it or you didn't hear it.
Yeah, exactly.
But she was being polite.
That was her. I know. That was her way of saying, I heard it.
Yeah.
But
not a big deal. Let's just move on.
Yeah. But anyway, she was as sweet as could be.
Oh, yeah. She was. We had struck up a conversation with her.
But had she been a he would have been as sweet as could be, too. Just a nice person.
Yes.
I felt so bad. It's weird.
I know.
It's weird. I've done. I know what you're saying when you accidentally say "ma'am" and it's obviously some burly guys.
Yeah.
Thinking, I'm sorry.
It happens. It's not that. I mean, to me, just move on.
All right. So then we'll move on. Are you ready?
Okay.
Yeah.
Naked women.
Naked women.
I'm ready to hear what you have to say.
Eve was the first naked woman.
Yes, she was.
Just to let you know. But the thing was, she didn't know she was naked. Neither did Adam. Neither one of them. They knew. None of them. Neither one of them knew. No animal on the whole planet knows it's naked, except for us. We're the only ones. And I don't know exactly what happened in that garden with that snake. I don't really know. But somehow they realized, whoops.
Yeah.
We need to go to Macy's. I don't know what happened. Do you understand this?
Go ahead.
Do you understand this at all, Gail? I mean, what happened with the first two people? How come? What happened? I mean, what did the snake do that made them realize they were naked?
Well, no. If you, according to Genesis, she bit the apple and she realized that all of a sudden everything, her nakedness became a sin. So, and she became ashamed of her body.
Not until she gave it to Adam, though. She was okay with that knowledge till she made him bite it.
She gave what to Adam?
The apple.
Oh, the apple. You said she gave it to Adam.
Now, if we're not going to, I don't want to go too far, but in the Bible, the women are always the messengers of God. If you notice, they always bring a message for someone, and that was Eve's message.
Okay,
so.
But wait a minute. Robin just brought up an important point. I don't think she did it intentionally, but it made me think. These two people were naked before they ate the apple, right?
Right.
That means they did it before the apple.
I don't know if they did it or not.
Well, if they did it before the apple, then the babies from that should be without sin, because two sinless people made a baby.
Yeah.
All the babies born.
Babies are all sinless.
According to the Bible, though, as soon as they ate the apple, that's the end of all of us.
Yeah, right.
Well, we fell out of Eden, yeah.
So
evil became part of the world.
So before they ate the apple, they must have been doing it. Be fruitful and multiply.
Yeah, never thought about that. Yeah.
No problem.
There's nothing sinful about having
well, that explains why this
relations with your wife. That's not a sin. That's
right. But the baby that was born should have been free of sin, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying. All children are born without sin.
Anyway. So anyway, she's the first naked.
Yeah. There you go.
Right,
I don't know where you're going with this.
No, I'm going to naked ladies. Let me tell you about another naked lady. Another naked lady was Bathsheba. Bathsheba in the Bible.
Yes.
Again, wife of David, right?
Yes.
And mother of Solomon.
Yes.
Almost always depicted as naked because it was her nakedness that got David's attention. He was spying on her, right? He was on the roof, right?
He was spying on her while she was bathing. I mean, it wasn't like she was walking around naked.
Well, yeah.
No, but he was spying on her.
But all the pictures of all the artwork shows her naked.
Well, of course, that's how the Bible description of her when she was bathing.
Just so I tell you.
Yeah.
It's just interesting.
Yeah.
That women get naked?
There weren't a lot of walls back then either, I don't think. Just big pillars.
We all have to get naked at some point. Some of us avoid mirrors.
Hold on.
Mirrors, we don't take selfies of ourselves.
I gotta. What do I have to do? I have to
do weather.
I know. Where is it? Here it is. Right. We have to do the weather and stuff, Galen. We'll be right back with more talk about naked women when we come back.
I hope we go to a different
The weather is
direction.
brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. For today, mostly cloudy with a couple of showers and heavier thunderstorms in the area, high 84 to 88. Mostly cloudy tonight with a shower and thunderstorm around, mainly early, low 69 to 73. A blend of sun and clouds tomorrow with an afternoon thunderstorm in spots, high 86 to 90. And for Friday, a bit cooler with clouds, some sun, and a shower or thunderstorm in the afternoon, high 81 to 85. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Here's what you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
If you make it past year 7, odds are very high you'll probably stay together forever. Couples are usually into a groove and know what their lives together will be like as they move forward. A sugar-packed diet will destroy the collagen and elastin in your skin. That leads to wrinkles. Taking a vacation from our social networking sites is just as important as taking a vacation from our jobs.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
Now is the time to take advantage of Florida Credit Union's CD specials. Our 36-month CD comes in at 1.26% APY. A 24-month is working for you at 1.0% APY. And our 12-month at 0.75% APY. All CD rate specials require $10,000 minimum. With friendly service and rates like these, it's not hard to see why Florida Credit Union has your CD options covered. Florida Credit Union, connecting your money to your life. Call 352-237-8222 for more information. Must act by 1/15/14.
Good credits, bad credits. It's none of our business because we're not an auto dealer. We're not a bank. We're not your mother. We're OcalaForSale.com. Marion County's marketplace for cars, trucks, and SUVs. We've got thousands of sellers standing by to take your call. No middleman. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge. Undercutting, rust proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
All right, 17 minutes after 8 o'clock. Galen Unald on the phone. Northbound I-75, he says, is having some traffic problems. He's not on it yet, right, Galen?
Yeah, that's right, but it's north of Gainesville. So if you're heading north today, apparently there's a lane closure. Yeah, it's north of Gainesville.
Oh, okay. Well, if you're heading up that way, just be aware. You're going to have to take a detour. Are you on the detour right now?
I don't know where I'm at, to be honest. All the FHP did is tell you to get off. There's not a single arrow telling you where to go from this point. So what I'm doing is following a truck because they look like they know what they're doing.
Right.
Yeah, truckers know.
So while you're dealing with the traffic situation, we're talking to you about naked women.
Yeah, you're just trying to get me in trouble. Next thing you know, you're going to give me some website that I'm supposed to go to.
No, I took a website out of my news this morning. Out of news bites anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. It'd be a distraction. It'd be a distraction if I tell you about that right now. So let's get back. Let's get back on target. All right. The Aphrodite. I don't know what country she was a goddess from, but anyway,
she was a Greek god.
Goddess.
Well, they're all gods.
Right.
Yeah.
You assume, Larry, that God is naturally a male, right? And God is a being.
Well,
I'm just messing with you, Larry.
Well, yeah, but I see when I have the women's livers tell me God is a she, I always say, okay, well, about Mother Nature, is that a he?
Yeah.
I always say,
they don't.
What
like
about
that.
Mother Earth? Father God, Mother Earth.
Yeah, they don't like that.
I mean, couldn't you have the two? One, and couldn't you have each?
Yes, you could.
You have to have. Never mind. A prostitute in ancient Greece was one of the artist's lovers who created the first sculpture of Aphrodite.
Okay.
Oh.
Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
No, I didn't.
But she was gorgeous, though. She was probably perfect.
So it's like one of the oldest nude statues, I guess, ever found.
Really?
Yeah, and I don't know how they know that stuff. Let me tell you some more of these here.
Maybe he put the date on the
let's
bottom.
be honest, every other statue before that was found under somebody's bed, and Mama took them and threw them outside.
Now
that joke could have gone bad, by the way.
It was a very good joke. It worked. Jackie Kennedy Onassis, or whatever you call her.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
There's a famous story about a photo that was taken by paparazzi or paparazzo, whatever you call them, where she was on a fishing boat and she was completely naked.
When she was Onassis?
Sunning herself, on the Scorpios, the island of Scorpios, which her husband owned. Remember, he owned an island?
Yeah, yes.
All right. Hustler, the guy Larry Flint from Hustler, I guess he paid whoever had the photo lots of money to print it. And he did. And, of course, a lot of people were upset with that, with him doing that, with the fact that she even was out there on a boat with no clothes on. But anyway, she wasn't that embarrassed by it. She actually signed. Andy Warhol had a copy of it.
Oh, wow.
And Andy Warhol said to her, would you sign this? And she did.
Yeah.
And now that's in some museum somewhere.
Good for her. I mean, I'm sure it's not like she went out of her way to get seen naked, but at least embrace it. I mean, that's who I am. I mean, if you're offended by it, I think that's more of a you problem than anybody else.
Well, which goes back to the whole Adam and Eve story. Why do
I'm sure her kids weren't very happy about it.
Why do we make such a big deal? We all. Well, half of us look the same under our clothing.
I get your point. I agree with you.
All right.
Have you ever been to a nudist colony?
No, I know you have.
Okay.
You've told us this.
All right. If you've been to a nudist colony, nothing wrong with a big leap or two.
Oh, wait a minute. But I had let me tell you, I was in an art class in high school, and I remember the teacher telling us we were going to do nude sketches. And we had a model coming in. It's like, yeah, man. Yeah, man. So here comes the model with a bathing suit. It's like, oh, man, a tan-colored bathing suit. And I've told the story enough that I know exactly how to tell it, because then the last thing I tell you is we were really disappointed when we found it was a he.
Yeah.
It was a guy. It was a guy in a bathing suit. Can you believe it?
Yeah,
that's... I was going to say, that's a gutsy high school art teacher to be bringing in a nude woman. Unless she just needs to increase enrollment. I'm sure no matter how sick you were that day, you were going to school.
That's right.
Elizabeth Taylor, nobody believed she had any naked photos of her anywhere, but apparently there was one. And it's a nice one too. I saw it. I thought it was lovely. I don't see anything wrong with these pictures. It was in 2011.
They're tastefully done. That's the key, right, Larry? They're tastefully done.
I'd say. I guess as a guy,
yeah.
I think so. The British Daily Mail newspaper published a photograph of Elizabeth Taylor taken by her friend Roddy McDowell when she was 24 years old. It had been in a private collection, and the collector had waited for her to pass away before sharing it with the world. And it's really beautiful, I think.
Well, she is outstanding.
Robin, in the pose,
Gorgeous.
I don't have it here on the screen, but I saw it this morning because, of course, I had to find it. And it's part of my job. And you know that statue you have at your house?
Venus de Milo.
Okay, it's kind of like...
Oh, no, the one without the arms, or the Yadro statue with the bird?
The one with the arms.
Oh, that's the Yadro.
Okay. Well, whatever.
Yadro.
That's kind of the pose she's in.
With the bird. Oh, okay. I bet she's gorgeous.
Dr. Laura Schlesinger has a photo out there.
Really?
Yeah. 25 years ago, apparently, she was out with her boyfriend, and they were snapping photos. It was no big deal. Somehow they got out there. I don't know how they got out there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there are no naked photos of me out there.
I found one.
You don't want to see that. You'd probably go, oh, my.
Oh, my.
We'll ask Christy. She'll send us one.
Oh, my. All right. Lady Godiva in the year 1040, of course. Very famous. No photographs of her, but that story makes its rounds.
Why do you think there were no photos, Larry? Because there was no cameras?
Yeah. That's exactly why.
I'm sure there was a lot of images burned onto some onto some mine.
On the retinas.
He rode around on this horse naked. And have you ever thought about, now when we think of Godiva, we think of chocolate?
Woman and chocolate. Good combination.
Yeah, but they what's crazy is they actually market this chocolate to women with a woman who, if I remember correctly, wasn't she burned at the stake for witchcraft or something?
I think so.
I think so. Yeah, I'm not really sure.
Right. So, and she's most renowned for being naked on a horse.
Yep.
All right, I guess that's what women are into.
This is kind of the reason this is an interesting story, is because all these people have these amazing histories, but it's the fact that they were female and were naked that becomes a big gigantic asterisk in the biography.
Yes.
It's just something about us humans.
Well, probably the most there are a lot of women who became famous because they were naked. Right?
Well, yes.
Lady Godiva was one, and like Bo Derek. That's why she became famous.
Maybe, yeah.
Because of Arthur, that scene in Arthur, Larry, where she's running on the beach.
right.
There's a lot of videotapes that got ruined right there on that scene.
Was she naked?
The movie 10.
Was she naked? I know, but was she naked? No.
She was in 10 too. Yeah, absolutely. But that came after Arthur.
Oh, an Arthur. Okay, yeah. Okay, I was thinking 10. I heard you say Arthur, but it just.
Liza Minnelli wasn't Arthur.
So was she. Yeah, he was.
Bo Derek was.
Yeah. Because
then I missed
what's his name?
section.
The guy.
Derek runs on the beach.
Right. Yeah, he's
Dudley
right.
Moore.
Dudley Moore was fantasizing about her or something.
Oh,
right.
Okay. Then she must have been naked.
Right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Okay.
Of course.
All right. Now here's another one. Listen to this other one. Yoko Ono. Right.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, had a claim to fame, married John Lennon, right? Was weird and everything. But the fact is, when she posed naked on that cover with him.
Yeah.
She was famous. Let's be honest. Nobody remembers Yoko Ono for being naked. They remember her for breaking up the model. She broke up the Beatles, Larry. That's what she's famous for.
It's a generational difference. Our generation, my generation, remembers clearly this album coming out.
I'm not saying they don't remember her on the album cover, but what she is known for. Nobody would have cared if she was naked and had broken up the Beatles.
What was that ad campaign? Oh, Rob, what was that ad campaign? They were trying to reproduce the cover to promote some art show up in New York.
Miyoshu Takahashi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where they got some, they recreated it.
Look-alike, for Yoko.
Gosh, where did we hear that story? But anyway, they were trying to reproduce the shot.
Edelman did it.
Yeah.
The advertising agency.
Right.
They also help children, by the way.
All right, do I have any more here? Demi Moore, pregnant and naked. Oh, the Kate Winslet moment in Titanic.
Well, that's your famous moment.
That is my famous moment. Yeah.
I mean, it's a pretty good one. I mean, that put her name on the map, and it's the only reason why guys could sit through that 3.5 hour saga. Oh, my God. I remember I watched that with my wife. I'm like, this is horrible.
Well, you knew the ending.
Too funny. Yeah, they die, right?
I remember I was working at Sports Talk at the time, and I'm like, why would you go to a movie where you know the ending? Right? Hey, guess what? The boat sinks. I'm going to tell you all.
We've got a minute left, Rob, and we need a segue real quickly from naked women to donated blood.
Well, no matter what gender you are, everybody appreciates the female form. And what better way to preserve the female form than to go donate blood so that female form lives on? So go to Life South Community Blood Centers, donate 1 unit of blood, and potentially save 3 lives. And become an ambassador.
Haven't had a good segue in a long time, Larry. I like that. Make sure you remember what we're missing.
That's right.
Where is she going with that?
All right, Caitlin, where's the Bloodmobile today?
The Bloodmobile today, we're right back at the College of Central Florida.
Right, across the street from the Paddock Mall.
Nice.
All right, well, you be careful driving in that detour.
I'm still looking for I-75.
Follow the truck.
I've driven like a mile and a half since,
donate blood.
We got on the radio.
When you go to Lifestyle, say, where's Galen? Where is Galen? What else my Brianna thing? Thank you, Galen. Have a great day.
Oh, you guys are the best. Thanks, Sean.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. Running back Adrian Peterson taken out of play by the Minnesota Vikings while he faces a child abuse charge in Texas.
The Minnesota Vikings call an audible in the face of public outrage, placing Adrian Peterson on an exempt list.
Fox Radio's Steve Rappaport.
The Vikings benched Peterson for last Sunday's game after his indictment, but reinstated him the next day. An uproar quickly followed, with some sponsors suspending their deals with the team or cutting ties with Peterson. Minnesota Governor Mark Dayton weighed in yesterday, saying Peterson should remain suspended while the case against him plays out.
The president speaking with CENTCOM officials in Florida today about our campaign against Islamic State militants. House lawmakers are expected to give the president the green light to have our soldiers train and provide weapons to some Syrian rebels in that fight. Meanwhile, the terror group has released a video warning the U.S. that fighters awaited in Iraq if President Obama sends troops. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Fox News Early Prime, breaking down business news and its impact on your bottom line. Your World with Neil Cavuto.
That's how I do business. That's why I am business.
Bold positions and brash opinions on the topics America is buzzing about. The Five.
How do you think this will set in with the American people?
This will be the pulse of the nation.
Washington insight and political know-how from the best in the Beltway. Special report with Brett Baird.
The epicenter of the political world is here.
The #1 place for fair and balanced coverage. Fox News Channel.
What's wrong with working hard to make our lives and our kids' lives better? Nothing. At Fox Business, we don't have a problem with success. We have a very big problem with those who get in the way of it. We don't come out of the box bashing those who make money, just the politicians stealing it and the bureaucracies wasting it. We're not just sitting behind a desk. We're out in the field, on the floor, with the folks. Because when a story moves forward, so do we.
Fox Business, the power to prosper. Check your local listings.
Yeehaw! Howdy, folks. RL here to invite you to DQ. Dairy Queen is serving the crispiest, juiciest, most tasty chicken tenders, all beef chili dogs, and quarter-pound cheeseburgers on earth. And you get crispy fries, a drink, and an ice cream sundae of your choice for only $5. Remember, at DQ, you can lick their cones, but you can't beat their shakes. Dairy Queen, Silver Springs, where they always treat you like kings and queens.
Voice of South Marion and Bellevue reminds everyone that nearly 2.5 million women now living in the United States have been diagnosed with breast cancer. Consult with your doctor about the best way to monitor your breast health based on your age and other risk factors. For your health and safety, schedule a checkup once a year. This important message is brought to you by Voice of South Marion in Bellevue. Give them a call at 245-3161.
Hi, I'm Yvette, and I'm here to tell you a few things about ABC Frederick's Appliance. They sell not only new, but used guaranteed appliances. When you call ABC Frederick's Appliance, they will provide service on what they sell and any appliances that you own. ABC Frederick's Appliance is located in Bellevue, right over the railroad tracks. Call 352-629-5181. That's 352-629-5181. That's 352-629-5181. ABC Frederick's Appliance.
News Talk 1370, WOCA invites you to discover your full business potential. News Talk Radio is the perfect environment for your advertising. WOCA's News Talk format pinpoints information-hungry, better educated, high-income adults. So use us to talk to them. Call 732-8000. 732-8000. We're Ocala News Talk Radio. News Talk 1370, WOCA.
Hey, I'm Gary. And I'm Eric. Did you know that Red Eye Radio is on WOCA The Source every night from 2 to 6 a.m. and it's live?
That's right. No tape shows here.
We know that the news doesn't sleep.
And neither do we. So we're here with you live from 2 till 6 a.m. every weekday. Call us 866-90-RED-EYE. So join me, Gary McNamara.
And me, Eric Harley, every weeknight to discuss the latest in news and entertainment.
Right here on WOCA The Source.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, and a new spoiler, and a new
Yep,
trunk,
we can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too, huh?
Well, as a matter of fact, join me every Monday at 10 for auto repair with personal care here on The Source.
Of course you do.
Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA.
Ocala.